Okay, good morning. We're continuing Masechtas Brochos Daf Zayin Amud Beis. Omer Rabbi Yochanan Shem Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai. It says Rabbi Yochanan in the name of Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai. Yom Shebarak Kadosh Baruch Hu said La'olam, from the day that Hashem created the universe, La'yayadam, there was no person Shekarilak that called Lakadosh Baruch Hu today B'Shem Adon, with the name Adon, Master. Ad Sheba Avraham Avinu, till there came forth Avraham Avinu. And he called Eibishter Adon, Master. Shnemer, as the pasuk says, Vayomer, and he says Adnai Elokim, with the name Adnai. B'mol Eida, how will I know Ki Iloshena, that I will inherit the land? We also have that the Nil was answered by the Eibishter because of Avram. Shnemer, as the pasuk says. I guess it's a pasuk probably in the Nil. Yeah. A Nil test. The Ato, and now Shema Elokeinu, please listen to me, Hashem. Oh God, El Tfilas Avdecha, take the prayer of your servant, Vel Tachnunav, and to his asking for mercy, to his begging, Boer, and enlighten, and illuminate Panecha, your face, Al Migdashcha, over on your Beis Hamikdash, Hashomim, that's destructed, Laman Adnai, because of your name Adnai, Master. Lamancha miboyle, it should have said Lamancha, for because of your sake, but it says Laman Adnai, for the sake of Adnai. Elo, it means to say Laman Avram, for the sake of Avram Shekaracha, that called you Adin, Master. But Rabbi Yochanan, he says Rabbi Yochanan, in the name of Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, how do we know that you should not ask for forgiveness by a person while he is in anger? As the pasuk says, the same pasuk that we referred to in the Amud Aleph in the previous year, that Hashem says, first let my anger go, and then I'll ease off. In other words, don't bother me, or bother, in this case, bother anyone while he's still in anger. Rabbi Yosi says, Rabbi Yosi, Rabbi Yochanan, I'm sorry, Rabbi Yochanan, from the day that Hashem created the world, the Yehoyadam wasn't the person that thanked Hashem, till Leah came around, and thanked Hashem. As the pasuk says, when she named her son, her fourth son, with the name Yehuda. Why? Because she said, now at this point, Hashem, I will praise Hashem. Reuven, says the Gemara, the pshat of the word of the name Reuven, Leah said, Amar Leah, says Reb Lozer, that Leah had said, Reu, give a look and see the difference, ma ben beni, what is the difference between my son, le ben chami, to the son of my shviger, mother-in-law. The Ilu ben Chami, the son of my mother-in-law, meaning Esav, although he sold his birthright of being a Bechor, a firstborn. That he sold his Bechora leYankiv to Yankiv. Chazi, give a look, Maksivli. What does the pasuk say by him? Esav is Yankiv, that Esav hated Yankiv. And it says Vayomer, that Esav complained to his father while bringing him the food that he hunted, that Yitzchak asked for. He said, Achi Koro Shemo Yankiv. Is it in vain that he's called Yaakov? Ve'akveini ze pamayim, he had fooled me twice. So he was really upset on selling on the b'chayre that he lost because he sold it, although he sold it. Ve'ili b'ni says Leah, however, my son Reuven afal gav the al-korchi shokle Yosef lebechirusei. Although Yosef got the b'chayre away, and Yosef got the b'chayre instead of Reuven with with force, because it wasn't Reuven's choice. It's Yaakov that did it. The Chsiv, as we see the pasuk U'chaloi Yitzuei Oviv, in Divrei Yomim, Aleph. Nevertheless, Nit B'charos Livnei Yosef. Yeah, so the b'chayre was given to Yosef. Nevertheless, like he wasn't jealous on him. The Chsiv, as we see, or maybe he didn't act out in jealousy, as we see that he rescued Vayishma Reuven Vayatzleim Yolim. Reuven heard the plan that the Shvatim want to do with Yosef, and he rescued him by putting him in the pit instead of killing him. Says the Gemara, Rus, my Rus. What does the word Rus mean? Omer Rabbi Yochanan says Rabbi Yochanan shezochsa v'yotzim ben David. She had the merit that David came from her. Sherivohu hakadosh baruch hu b'shiris v'sishbochis del Hashem. Livohu. What's the word livohu? I don't know the exact definition of this expression, but it's an expression that Hashem I don't know, beautified him, maybe. That he praised, beautified to Hashem. He praised to Hashem with song and praise. Minolon, the Shmo Gorim. How do we know that the name, since he's an Einikal of Rus, the descendant of Rus, that's what caused it? Reb Eliezer says, the pasuk says, "L'chu chazu mefaldes Hashem." Go and look the deeds of the Eibishter, asher some that he had put shamois ba'oretz, shamois in the land. That isn't Tehillim Memvov. What does it mean? Not sure. Articulate, but the Gemara here darshans that we should not pronounce it Shamois, but Shemois. Articulate Shamois elo Shemois. But Rabbi Yochanan says it's more difficult. A bad upbringing in a person's house, worse than a war of Goig and Mogig. Shenemad, the pasuk says in Peir Gimel of Tehillim, Mizmor David, a song to David, when he escaped because of Avshalom his son. Then it says, David continues, Hashem marabu tzorai, how great is my pain. Rabim, many come up against me. Be'ilu gabim, Milchemes Gog and Magog, when David talks about Milchama, the war between Gog and Magog, which is in Capital Beis in Tehillim, over there it says, Lamarak Shugoyim, why do the nations storm Elumim and the nations Yagu talk Rik nonsense? It doesn't say how great is my pain. So we see that the pain of growing up a child in your home that's against you is much worse than great wars. Mizmor David, the Gemara goes on to darshan the posik of David's escape of Avshalom. Mizmor David b'varchim of Kapitel Gimel. Mizmor David b'varchim mitnei Avshalom eloi. Mizmor David kinu David b'boiloi. What's the expression of Mizmor? A song, a praise from David. It should have used the word kina le David, meaning a weeping of David. Amr Shimon ben Avshalom. It's interesting that Reb Shimon, the son of Avshalom, and we're talking here about Avshalom ben David, but it's interesting that this memory here is Reb Shimon, the Amoyde who says this phrase is Reb Shimon, the son of Avshalom. It's interesting. Okay. Amr Reb Shimon ben Avshalom, Moshel Lamad over the a parable. The person shayotza olav shtarchiv, a person he has a big bill to pay off. Kodim sheparoi, before he pays it off, if he was sad. After sheparoi, now that he paid it off, sameich, he's happy. Avkain, or as the Bach says, Avkan, here Cain would be so, Kan would be here. David, since from when the Eibishter said to David, I will get up against you a bad thing, something bad from your house. He was sad. Omar, he said, Shema Eved, Imam said, maybe it's referring to a slave or a mamzer who the lichai that won't care about me. Even the chazah that he saw that Avshalom, that it's talking about Avshalom, which is his son. So he was happy. Therefore he said Mizmor, that it's a praise, it's a song. He says in the name of one is allowed to tease to encounter the Rishoyim, the wicked, with tease them. Shanemer, as the pasuk says, those who leave Torah, Hallelu Rasha, will praise the Rasha, the wicked, however, those who leave the Torah, those are the ones that would praise the Rasha. However, those who observe the Torah, are not afraid, and they can take their guts to tease the Rasha. Tani Namaloche, we had learned so that the story of the son of Reb Mosne says, you're allowed to, one is permitted to encounter in teasing the Rishoyim in this world. Shanemer, as the pasuk says, the same pasuk as we had before. If someone whispers in your ear and tells you, there's another pasuk in Tehillim Lamed Zayin, Al Tischar B'Mreim, one you should not encounter in teasing the bad people. Al Tekana, you should not envy B'Oisei Avlo, those who do bad. And tell him, you know what? You know why you're afraid of them? Because you're part of them. One whose heart is like tilted to wickedness. That kind of person would say that. Elo, the pshat is, you should not envy you should not be jealous on the bad. In other words, don't be jealous on being like them. You should not be jealous in those who do bad, meaning lios, to be that you should be like one of them. But another passage it says, your heart should not be jealous in the sinners, but be Hashem in the fear of Hashem all day long. Says the Gemara, it's not so. But Yitzchak says, if you see a Rasha the Shashom Zachek is like that he's having a good time, and that time when this happens, you see that the time is like smiling to him. Out is got but you should not tease him. As the pasuk says, Yichilu derochav b'choleis. That is he has the time now. The time is good for him. That's not enough. If you will encounter him with any even with a court case, he will win. As the pasuk says, what's the raya from that pasuk? So Rashi explains, Mori meaning Hashem will lift up his judgment from against him. To wave, Hashem will wave away judgment from him. And that's not enough. He even sees a nekama in his enemies. And this is the Gemara Likash. Yes, so that's true. If you see that it is a Rasha that he has the time is good for him. Like that's the second answer, I'm sorry. Likash, in his own life, things that is in the Rasha's own life matters, don't tease him. But in terms of godly affairs, you can take the guts and go against him. This is in his own matters. This is in the matters of above. Another answer, even in both psukim that you're allowed to tease him or you shouldn't, both talk about Milad Shmaya, heavenly ideas. It's still not a contradiction. If the time is working good for him, then don't. Otherwise, it's okay. Another answer, even the Rasha that has the time going good for him, there's also an option. If you're a real tzaddik, a righteous person, then even he's a Rasha that the Shah is Misachekesli, the Shah is smiling to him, you can still go against him. If you're not a real tzaddik, then watch out. Says Ravuna, because we have the memory of the Rav Huna. What's the pasuk? Lomo sabit bigdim betachlish bebela rosho tzaddik mimenu. Chavakuk Aleph. Why Lomo sabit ro bigdim? Why should false people? Why Hashem do you watch false people tachish and you are quiet? Bebela Rosha Tzadik Mimenu, while the Rosha swallows up a Tzadik. As the Gemara B'chirosha B'lei Tzadik, does a Rosha swallow up a Tzadik? V'oksiv Hashem le'ezvenu b'yodei, Hashem won't let the Tzadik away in the Rosha's hands. V'oksiv, and it says in Pasuk Lo Yi'una l'Tzadik Alov, that Hashem does not give the opportunity. Let's not give over the tzaddik for any bad. Tzaddik menu b'leya, tzaddik omerenu b'leya. If he's a tzaddik just parallel to the Rasha, then he can get swallowed up by the Rasha. However, if he's a real tzaddik, he's not the tzaddik just according to the Rasha, then he's a tzaddik omer, and a tzaddik omer is not b'leya. Tzaddik omer ain't b'leya. El tzaddik menu b'leya. Tzaddik, according to the Rasha, that's b'leya. He's being swallowed up. Tzaddik omer ain't b'leya. The Rasha did not swallow up a tzaddik omer. We will say it. Shalom shachek is shani. If the time is good, that's different. Okay. Says the Gemara weiter. One who sets a permanent spot where he davens and shul, oivav niflim tachtov, his enemies fall behind him. Shenemer, as the pasuk says, I will put a place la'ami for my nation, Yisrael for the Eden in Tativ, and I will plant them b'shochin, and he will dwell tachtov beneath him. Then he won't fight him, and people who are wicked won't anymore pain him. Kasha b'shena, as in the beginning. Ravuna asked a kasha from two different psukim. Ksiv, it says la'ana yisai, uksiv l'chalo yisai, right? So you have le'isifu b'nei avlo la'ana yisai, and in another pasuk we have le'isifu b'nei avlo l'chalo yisai. So is it la'ana yisai, which means to get him in pain, or l'chalo yisai, to finish him off? Beginning, it talks about getting him in pain, and then finishing him off. He says in the name of Reb Shimon Beyechi, it's greater to serve a Talmud Chacham in Torah more than learning Torah. As we have, Elisha Hanavi was the servant by Eliyahu. Poi Elisha ben Shofet Asher Yotzek Maim, that poured water on the hands of Eliyahu. Lamad Leinemar, it doesn't say that he learned from Eliyahu. Eliyotzak, he poured, meaning he served him. It comes to learn that serving one who is learning Torah is greater than learning Torah itself. And I will continue up to the next Amud, to a spot where we can stop. Why didn't you? It says Yitzchak said to Reb Nachman, why didn't you come to shul? It's Louis to daven. He answered him, I cannot. I couldn't. He said to him, to gather at least 10 people to daven at home. He said, it's very hard for me to gather people. You should tell go and tell for the Shliach Tzibur, the Chazan, that while the Tzibur, the community, is davening, he should send a message, and he should notify the master, you, that the tzibur is davening now, in order that you can daven at least at the same time that they daven. So he said to him, why do I have to go that much after for davening b'tzibur? He answered him that the Rebbe said in the name of Reb Shimon in Tehillim, I will pray to you, Hashem, in an Eis Rotzen, in a time, in a good time. Eimosai Eis Rotzen, when is a good time by the Eibishter that we should daven? While the Tzibur davens. Rabbi Yosef says from a different pasuk. This is what Hashem said. Where is this pasuk? This pasuk is in Ishayahu Memtes. Hashem says in a Eis Rotzen, in a good time, in a time of will, in Isicha I have answered you. From a different pasuk, Hein Keil Kabir V'lo Yimas. The Eibishter, while a gathering of Jews won't push away such a prayer. Even it says, Padu B'Shalom Nafshi, that Hashem says, David says, you had redeemed in peace my soul, mikravli, from a war against me, kibirabim, since how or when the rabbim, when the majority hoyuimodi were with me. We have also learned so that where do we see that the Eibishter does not reject the tefillah, the prayer of the rabbim, of the community? Shalema en kil kabir v'lo yimas. Iksiv podu b'shalom nafshi mikravli migoymer, and it finishes off kiber rabbim, with the rabbim, with the majority who are you were with me. Another member, Omar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Eibishter says, one who is Isaac in learning Torah, with the tzibur, ma'ala ani olav, my position about him is that that it's as if he redeemed me, and my children, from the nations, from the nations of the world. Okay, we'll stay here. Kol Tov and good Shabbos.